Well, the holidays are a lot of fun for humans. There's the great food, the parties, the presents.
But for dogs, Mike, it can be kind of a scary
It
time
can, yes, it
and
can.
potentially dangerous. So how can we keep our pets safe and jolly this time of year?
Back for this Tuesday's Pet Talk, Cathy Guinane of the Nebraska Humane Society. Cathy, good to see you.
Good morning.
And this is Maggie.
Beautiful
This is
puppy.
Maggie.
She's fresh.
She's about 10 months old. She's some sort of an Australian Shepherd mix.
She's a really good dog for a
She
puppy.
loves
Very
people.
good.
She loves other dogs.
She's really pretty.
She is. She's been shuffled around a bit. She's a little skinny. She needs to put on some weight, but that's partly her age too.
Do you know where she came from?
She was an owner surrender because of separation anxiety. She's been shuffled around a lot in her life, so she has a hard time being alone.
Yeah.
So she's going to need someone who can work with her and be patient with her and love her and just give her some consistency, and she'll figure it out. She'll get better.
Now, is she active? Does she seem pretty active?
She will, if you need to be, she will. She would probably be a good running partner, definitely a good walking partner. She walks beautifully on a leash.
But she would listen if trained properly.
Oh, yeah.
She's the type
Oh
of
yeah,
dog,
she
a
does.
very smart
She's
dog.
so into people and loyal that it would be a good thing
And
with her.
how about other dogs? Does she get along well with other
She
dogs?
does. Gets along well with other dogs.
If I wasn't,
Kids?
Kath, if I wasn't,
Kids we don't know about for sure.
if I wasn't full at my house,
You do.
I would take this one home.
She's really
She
pretty.
is
She
great.
seems like
She
a
is. And
sweetheart.
she rides beautifully in the car.
Does
oh my
she?
gosh, she's lays down
Yeah.
and then she's done.
Well, prior to the coming on, during commercial break, she just sat there patiently. It was
Yeah.
great.
So you can tell she has energy
Yep.
too.
She does.
So why is it, let's switch gears a little bit here. Why is it that the holidays can be, both fun, but kind of a scary time for our pets?
Well, we transform our homes. We change them. We put decorations and things up, and that's really hard for them.
There she goes.
Okay,
She's
let's
gonna-
just come this way.
she's investigating.
Thank you. We make our homes so different for them that's kind of unnerving a little bit. We have lots of guests coming and going, and that's people coming into their territory, and it's not the norm. They have a little bit of a hard time with not the norm. Not that they can't get used to it and learn that this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we have to be a little bit careful, and lots of different smells and sights and sounds. Some of those sounds are hard.
And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of food sitting on counters, and
Yep.
if you have a big dog like mine who can just prop her legs right up on the counter
There
and
you go.
pull food right off the counter, you got to be
There
careful.
you go. You do, very much so. Because some of those things are not good for them, and they
Well,
don't know how to take wrappers off of things.
They don't. No, they
No.
eat them whole, and you find the wrappers later, let me tell
Yes,
you.
you do. Hopefully.
Definitely do.
But if you have a big thing of chocolate up there, that's not
That's
necessarily
not
good
for
either.
'em. There are some different types of, garlic's not good for them, grapes, raisins,
Yeah.
lots of those things. They don't need onions. Those things are not good for them. So we have to be careful. Can we give them some of the things that are okay for them? Sure. But we need to be careful. It's just
Yeah.
like you would monitor with a small child. You need to monitor with an animal even more.
Know what you're giving them. Well, besides food, there's other stuff, laying
Sure.
around that isn't good for
Absolutely.
dogs. What are we talking about?
Small toys, batteries.
Ooh, batteries. That would be awful.
Yeah, but sometimes batteries seem like they could be really fun. And something, and they start chewing on them, but that can be very deadly to them. If they swallow them, they obviously don't pass very well.
Right.
Some of the tinsel and stuff on your tree can be really bad for them if they ingest that.
Yeah.
It's fun to go through presents. And if you put something
Yeah.
under there that smells good, it's going to get open.
It is
will.
going to get
I mean,
open.
even when there's not food in there, we have a dog that just continues to pull the bows off of all of
Oh,
our
yeah,
gifts
those are
and
fun.
runs around with them, plays with them.
Yes, they're very
I can't
fun.
imagine Maggie would ever do something like that.
No, she's
Yeah.
so sweet.
But we do have a lot of guests coming and going this time of year. We had some family over on Sunday. Kelly was one of those people that came over. We had dinner. And that can have an impact on pets when people are coming and going constantly.
It does. And we need to be careful and just have a good space for them. Maybe they aren't welcome at the dinner table, obviously, but where can they be that they don't feel like they're being punished? Maybe they have their kennel or a room where they can be with a really good bone or a
Right.
stuffed frozen Kong, something that's a positive. And then when it's safe for them to come out and you can give them the attention they need, put them on leash so they learn how to do things correctly. How do they greet people? Well, we don't want them jumping all over everybody, especially if someone's holding a drink or food or something. But how do they greet properly? And that's a chance for us to educate them, and this is what you do instead. Especially if they're a new animal in your home, they don't know. Or if
Yeah.
they're a baby, they don't know.
Well, and then if the door's opening in and out, you don't want them to run out
Exactly,
either.
because then they can get hit by cars. So that way
My dogs
you've
have
got a
done that.
control factor.
Do you get gifts for your dogs? I know you got a few dogs at your
We do.
house. Do you get gifts?
They
Is
do.
getting gifts a good idea? What should you get them if you do? What do you recommend?
Well, something that they like or that makes it really easy in your house. We need new dog blankets. Okay, you get dog blankets.
Right.
They like them, but it's nice for me too. They'll get a little bone treat, but it's not a ton of stuff. So
I think she was just whining probably because she understands the torture of smelling the food but not being able to access it.
Yes,
Right.
and she sees a person over there that she can't
Yes.
get to.
The bone-in chicken, I think, is a clue over there.
Probably, yeah.
Well, anyway, you have a lot of classes.
We do.
NebraskaHumaneSociety.org. That's the website that you can go to. But Maggie's going to be up for adoption at noon
She is.
today. So
And I
she-
think she might get adopted.
she's one of those dogs that's going to go pretty quickly, I have a
Yep.
feeling.
We'll help
Yes.
people, work with her to help her through the separation anxiety. We will be more than happy to help people as much as we can.
She's a dog.
She's
is.
doable.
When you come to the Nebraska Humane Society to look for pets, what do you recommend? I mean, are there certain things that you let people know, prospective dog parents?
Part of it depends on what's your family life like. You know, do you have lots of kids? Do you have lots of comings and goings? Or do you have a more quiet lifestyle? Because then we can help match you up with a dog that will fit that, so that way you're not bringing into an active household a dog that needs a real quiet atmosphere.
Right.
Because it makes a difference.
Come here, Maggie.
threw my foot aside. My foot was here,
I
he just
brushed her
pushed.
leg back just a little bit so Maggie could come through and
Toss
see
my
me.
foot aside. Mike might be going home with this dog. You never know.
No, that's not going to happen.
Well,
but
thank you
she
so
is
much.
precious.
Thank
Happy
you.
holidays.
Same to you.
We'll see
Come on
Thank
back
you.
out here.
Yeah.
Come on back out here. She's hiding.
She hiding?
Yeah, she was hiding. Come here. Thank
well,
you, Cathy.
Thank you.
The end of 2017.